Rising French star Georges Carpentier takes on Dick Smith. Paris, 19th of July, 1919.
Carpentier in his first fight in over 5 years in the white shorts. Good shot from Smith, good left hand. Smith, the British light heavyweight champion. And again, Smith leaping in behind that left hand, causing early problems for Carpentier. Carpentier, the orchid man, tremendous favourite, of course. Not too much between them in the first round, now into the second. And an overhand right from Carpentier puts Smith down for the count. He doesn't appear badly hurt. More a clubbing blow than a clean shot from Carpentier. In the fourth round, Carpentier on the left-hand side of your picture. And Smith almost bowls himself over there. Carpentier caught him with a left counter as he came swinging through. The second time the British fighter has been down. Dick Smith, 33 years old now, from Woolwich. And in the eighth round, Carpentier by now on top in this fight. Good jab from the Frenchman. Smith didn't actually turn professional till he was 27 years old. And Carpentier looks as though he's the man with the power. That's a big right uppercut and Smith's in trouble. And he's down. It was the right uppercut which caused the trouble. In the end, a right cross sent him to the canvas. He's not going to get up from this. And Georges Carpentier wins in the eighth round. Signs of ring rust for Georges Carpentier, but understandably the crowd is going wild. They love this man, great French war hero. European heavyweight champion for over 6 years and once again victorious.
Carpentier travels to Britain to face Joe Beckett. London, 4th of December, 1919.
The Homan Stadium is the venue. The two fighters touch gloves. Carpentier in the white shorts, instantly onto the attack, leaping in behind that left hand. Beckett from Brighton, British heavyweight champion, takes another good solid left from Carpentier, who started fast. Tremendously popular, the suave Frenchman. And Beckett's going to have to find some answer to those left hands that Carpentier is already throwing to telling effect. Clumsy sort of attack from Beckett. Good left hand again from Carpentier. That's where he gets his power shots from. Oh, and another good left hand. It was a body shot which puts Beckett down. And he's not going to get up. Carpentier has won. And it's taken on our watch just 73 seconds. There was a right cross over the top and then a thunderous body shot. It may have been the right hand which just stunned Beckett. The left finally put him down. And Carpentier carries his beaten opponent back to the corner. A spectacular victory for the Frenchman. Chaired aloft, his manager Francois Descamps in there is a very happy man.
World light heavyweight holder Georges Carpentier faces Australian champion George Cook in a non-title fight. London, 22nd of January, 1922.
Carpentier, on your left, comes out for round one, and the two men immediately go into a clinch. Carpentier has a 2-inch height advantage and also outweighs Cook by 9 pounds, coming into this fight at 178 to Cook's 169. Cook looks very strong in the clinches, landing overhand rights. Watch Carpentier land a hard overhand right and spin Cook around afterwards. Carpentier knows every trick in the boxing book. This is a scheduled 10-round non-title fight, but Cook's in line for a title shot if he does well tonight. The 25-year-old George Cook was born in 1896 in Sydney, Australia. He had his first professional fight at the age of 17. Since that time, he has demonstrated that he can take on and whip the best light heavyweights in the world. Cook combines tremendous determination with powerful right-hand punching. Carpentier knows that he's facing a man who has 25 knockouts to his credit, so he has to be extremely wary of that big right hand of George Cook's. Watch this jolting right by Carpentier, followed by a good right uppercut. Carpentier is one of the hardest right-hand punchers in the business. Carpentier does a lot of feinting, trying to draw a careless lead. Many of his opponents have fallen for that ruse and wound up being counted out. Notice how Carpentier will land a right and then spin Cook around as he did earlier. This clever maneuver prevents Cook from counterpunching while he's on balance. Here at the end of the first round, Carpentier has an edge as a result of his good right-hand punching. Carpentier comes out for the second round, knowing that this fight is going to be even tougher than he expected. George Cook is superbly conditioned and determined to win. Watch Carpentier continuously feint, as though he's about to throw punches. Cook has to be careful. He knows about that big Carpentier right hand. George Carpentier, affectionately nicknamed the Orchid Man, is 28 years of age, but by all standards, an old boxing veteran. He had his first professional fight as a flyweight when he unbelievably was just 13 years old. At the age of 12, he had had 11 amateur fights, winning them all, fighting in the flyweight division. Carpentier won the welterweight championship of France at the age of 15 when he knocked out Roubaix Utosh in Paris, France. Cook likes to clinch with Carpentier because he can tie up that right hand and then land punches on the inside. Carpentier would much prefer to fight at long range and give that right some room to maneuver. At the age of only 17, when Carpentier was only a middleweight, he knocked out the heavyweight champion of England, Bombardier Billy Wells, in one round, right in this ring. There's a good right uppercut by Cook. That was the best punch he's landed thus far. The aggressive Cook will land a left and a right as he forces Carpentier backward. Cook seems to be ignoring Carpentier's power. Round 2 draws to a close, scored evenly, with no edge given to either man. In round 3, Cook comes out quickly and falls into a clinch with Carpentier, the tactic he's found most successful in landing right-hand punches to the head. One of the United States' leading heavyweights, Gunboat Smith, took on Carpentier in July of 1914, losing to the 17-year-old Frenchman in the 6th round. The big moment in George's life came in 1920 when he won the world's light heavyweight championship by knocking out Battling Levinsky in Jersey City. Notice that the referee and all the audience are dressed in tuxedos. It was mandatory for everyone to be in evening clothes when fights were held in Albert Hall. If you had a ringside seat, but no tux, you were simply out of luck. Cook, always looking for that opportunity to clinch, tying up Carpentier's power. Carpentier makes Cook miss a right and then counters with a smashing right and uppercut of his own. That's the maneuver he's famous for. Watch this torrent of powerful punches by Carpentier. He takes advantage of every opening. One of the great thrills in Carpentier's life was on July 2nd, 1921, when he challenged Jack Dempsey for the heavyweight championship of the world. In the second round of that contest, he sent champion Dempsey reeling across the ring with a blistering right hand to the jaw. Unable to follow up his advantage, he was later knocked out in the fourth round of a tremendously exciting fight, which was also the first $1 million gate in boxing history. Round 3 ends with Carpentier having a decided edge. Carpentier comes out for the fourth boxing, but watch him miss a hard right. That's the one he wants to get in there. George Cook has won 36 of 38 professional fights, losing only 2 by the decision route. George realizes that this is his big opportunity. A good showing tonight, without question, will give him a crack at the world's light heavyweight championship the next time around. He's as determined an opponent as Carpentier has ever faced. Carpentier rushes in, but Cook ducks and avoids the punch. Carpentier has had 99 professional fights, winning 94 with 61 KOs, a tremendous record. He can end a fight with one punch, and this crowd knows it. Those punches are hurting Cook. He clinches whenever he can, but he usually takes a hard shot from Carpentier in order to get in close. The referee parts the men as Cook doggedly holds on. 3 good left uppercuts and a right by Cook. Those were jolting punches. Watch for a crushing right and finishing left by Carpentier, which floors Cook for the first time in his professional career. It doesn't look as though George is going to be able to beat the count as the seconds are ticking away. Carpentier moves in to congratulate and console his opponent, who gave such a tremendous effort. But this is no ordinary fighter that Cook has fought this evening. This is one of the greatest light heavyweight champions of all time. As Carpentier leaves at ringside, there are shouts from photographers asking the champion to return and pose for photographs. Carpentier obligingly jumps back into the ring. He again shakes hands with Cook, thanking his opponent for giving the fans such a thrilling performance. George Carpentier, the idol of France, scores a jolting fourth-round knockout over Australia's George Cook.
Carpentier defends his world title against battling Siki. Paris, 24th of September, 1922.
Round one. Battling Siki, the West African Senegalese, weighs 174 pounds. Carpentier, they call him the Orchid Man, is 173 and a half, just a half-pound lighter. Carpentier is extremely popular in France, the hero of the whole country. He's 28 years old, just under 6 feet tall. He's been fighting since 1907, when he was only 13. He's down, but the referee orders him to fight. That was a glancing right cross that hit him. Not much power behind it. Carpentier has had 96 bouts, winning 82, 48 by knockout. He himself has been stopped 4 times. His most sensational bout was against the great Jack Dempsey in the United States, just a year before today's fight. Dempsey knocked him out in the 4th round, but Carpentier fought a whale of a fight up to then. Battling Siki is only 25 years old, 3 years younger than Carpentier. Siki was born in Saint Louis, Senegal, French West Africa. He started his ring career in 1913. He's had 46 bouts, winning all but 2, 19 by knockout. Siki is very powerful, lean, muscular. He moves like a big cat. He's not an expert boxer, but he does pack a knockout wallop in his left hand. The end of round one. In the second round, Carpentier snaps Siki's head back time and again with stinging jabs. Now round 3 of this 20-rounder between champion Georges Carpentier and battling Siki for the world's light heavyweight title here at Paris, France, this 24th day of September, 1922. Beautiful right cross. Carpentier slipped. He was over anxious to reach Siki. That Siki's like a jack-in-the-box. Siki's down. Up at 7. Carpentier's down. Up at 4, gasping for breath. Those body blows hurt him badly. Siki is over anxious. End of the round, and Carpentier complains to his seconds that he's broken the knuckles of his right hand. Now in round 4. Carpentier doesn't look to be in the best of shape today. He didn't take battling Sicky seriously and hardly did any training for this fight. Carpentier going all out, trying for a knockout before his strength is all gone. The big crowd is shocked at the way Sicky has suddenly taken command of this fight. Carpentier can hardly stand. Bell saves Carpentier from a knockout. Round 5. Carpentier entirely on the defense. Some of the crowd now yelling for the referee to stop the fight. That was a deliberate butt by Carpentier. The referee keeps warning Carpentier for continued fouling. Now both men are warned for rough tactics. Sicky tripped and he was pushed by Carpentier. There's no knockdown. Carpentier keeps using his head like a battering ram. Well, there's one for the book. Sicky picks him up. The end of the round. Round 6 of this 20-rounder between world's champions George Carpentier, the Orchid Man, and the wild Senegalese battling Sicky for the World's Light Heavyweight Championship here at Paris, France. There it is. Those hard body punches following that terrific uppercut to the jaw. Carpentier is completely out. The count is mere formality. He's not even trying to get up. He took a terrible beating. But wait a minute. The referee has disqualified Sicky for tripping. This is really something. The chairman of the French Boxing Authority has taken over. There's a conference with the judges, and the crowd is booing. They're calling the referee's decision a fix. Carpentier is still out in his corner. crowd is wild. And now the three judges have reversed their referee, and Sickie is declared the winner. The official decision, it's a clean knockout. Battling Sickie is the new light heavyweight champion of the world.
Carpentier meets Marcel Neal for the French and European heavyweight titles. Paris, 6th of May, 1923.
A big crowd at the Buffalo Stadium for Carpentier's comeback fight after his shock defeat and loss of his world title against battling Sickie from Senegal, here against the French heavyweight champion. Carpentier, as always, in the white shorts. Neal, an experienced fighter. And Carpentier very much in need of rebuilding confidence. Good body shot from Carpentier. Carpentier, of course, challenging for the title here. Neal, a powerfully built man, not a fast mover. And Carpentier has terrific hand speed, of course we know that. That flashing left hand, that's the danger punch. Neal tries to get in close and tear away at the body. Carpentier, though, does look in shape for this fight. Unquestionably, he didn't take the fight against Sickie as seriously as he would have wished. This time, though, he's in prime physical condition. Good jab again from Carpentier. Neal working well inside, two good solid right uppercuts before the referee breaks them. Two jabs from Carpentier, the first scoring punches of the round. Very effective defensive fighter, Carpentier. Scores well moving backwards. Uses his footwork to bamboozle his opponents. And Neal made to miss rather clumsily. You can see the French heavyweight champion's strength when they get in close. But Carpentier, now 29 years old, picking his man off with that left jab. There was a good right cross in there as well before Neal gets in close, and doing well when he gets into the corner. Oh, good shot. Good shot from Neal. That was his best punch of the fight so far. Good straight right, hammered into the side of Carpentier's head. But there, the footwork once again of the former world champion, and Neal made to miss a little bit embarrassingly. Carpentier getting through with the left hand, but those flashing right crosses only grazing, glancing blows. Good shot again from Neal. And the champion in the black shorts has done well in this second round. Another right-left combination from Neal. Carpentier takes them well, but he wants to buy a little bit of time holding on. And a good right hand from Carpentier right on the bell. Into the third. And Neal will have taken great heart by his work in that second round. Carpentier probably winning the first, but the French champion taking the second. Carpentier wanted the rematch against Sickie. That didn't happen, of course. Now looking to re-establish himself on the world stage. And Neal at the moment giving him plenty to think about. Good shot from Carpentier. and he's got Neil going. Left-right combination. Neil comes back bravely, but there was a very solid right hand in there from Carpentier. And that certainly earned the respect of Marcel Neil, who goes bundling in close. There was a shoulder went in there on the blind side of the referee, trying to bully Carpentier around the ring. And there's a trace of blood now from the nose of the former world champion. He's dabbing at it, you see, with that right glove. And Neil's seen that and he's trying to take advantage. Whether or not it was the shoulder which actually did the damage, well, it may have been. Now the referee's being kept a busy man. Tight third round, maybe Carpentier edged it and might just be ahead on the scorecard at the moment. Although Neil starts this fourth round well with a good left lead into the head before Carpentier holds on. A little bit of the snap has gone out of Carpentier's work. Sure, Marcel Neil will be mindful of the battering that Carpentier took at the hands of Jack Dempsey 2 years ago. Carpentier never really a fully fledged heavyweight. Good right hand from Neil. But Carpentier counters effectively as well. Crowd enjoyed that exchange. Marcel Neil is certainly no respecter of reputation. Left hand of Carpentier now, he's pawing with that shot rather than snapping it as he did earlier in the contest. Neil trying to rough Carpentier up inside. Fifth, and Marcel Neil's face starting to mark up. Solid left hand from Carpentier. Neil trying to work away to the body, but you see Carpentier there tying his man up effectively. Right uppercut from Neil did get through and jerk back Carpentier's head, but not too many scoring shots in there. Well, that would have taken Marcel Neil's head off if it had connected. Good left-right combination from Carpentier, and that's his best work for some time. And Neil suddenly starts to look a little bit tired. Just get the impression that Neil is starting to run out of ideas. Getting in close, trying to work inside, but when he throws from range like then, way off target. Carpentier almost taunting him with that left hand pushed out into his face. And there's a little bit of a look of desperation in there about Marcel Neil. Into the sixth. Well, that's not going to be a knockdown, surely. No, it's signalled. Well, the referee's counting. It looked like a push. The referee signalled that as a knockdown. It looked more like a push to me. Marcel Neil's back up on his feet, but he does look very, very tired now. Blood on the left side of his face. I think it was the tiredness of Marcel Neal as much as anything which put him down. There's a short right in there from Carpentier, but unquestionably there was plenty of the push about it as well. Carpentier working away to the body, trying to get Neal to get his gloves down lower. Neal bravely trying to carry the fight back to Carpentier. Another left hand from Neal, but the referee's going to have to get a grip of this. Well, he ticks Carpentier off for holding, but it looked as though it was the other way to me. Good left hand from Carpentier, and a good right as well. Big right body shot from Neal, but Carpentier comes back with a flurry of punches. Oh, right hand after the bell goes to end the round. Into the 7th, and Georges Carpentier has grown with confidence with each round. Must be clearly ahead by now. Oh, working well inside as well now, Carpentier. You get the impression that he's trying to set up Neal now for the finish. Neal, in all honesty, hasn't done too much now for 2 or 3 rounds. Not a great deal more now from the French champion than just bulldozing in close, holding and mauling, and hoping somehow maybe that Carpentier is going to run out of steam. Big wild right hand from Neal. And plenty of use of the head as well. Well, that's a sustained body attack from Carpentier. A couple looked as though they may have been a little bit low. Energy sapping blows to the midriff. Neal has really got to find something special now to turn this round. And in all honesty, it doesn't look as though it's going to come. Again, it's Carpentier who gets the better in close. Earlier in the fight, Neal was getting some success in those clinches, but now it's Carpentier who's outworking him. And looking very much the fresher fighter. Carpentier gets through with a right hand. He's looking for that big right over the top. Referee's been a busy man tonight and has to separate them again at the end of the 7th. Eighth round. Crowds enjoyed this one, and Neal flicks out a couple of good jabs. And a little clubbing left hand in there as well, just jerks Carpentier's head back. Georges Carpentier with his back to us in the white shorts. Neal bravely trying to carry the fight still to Carpentier. Oh, good uppercut and the left hand. Showed him the left jab, right uppercut, left hook. And Neal is down, trying to clear his head. Shaking his head, but he's still very, very dazed down there. I don't think he's going to beat the count. And it's all over. He's not going to get up. Georges Carpentier's taken the title. And the French crowd have forgiven him now for losing that world title. He's their champion once again, and the celebrations begin. Georges Carpentier winning spectacularly in the 8th round. Right uppercut, left hook, and the fight was over. And there are plenty of people in France who still say there's no place for boxing in a civilized society. Well, Georges Carpentier remains a national hero, vindicated here today, and he smiles happily. Those matinee idol looks are going to be on the front page of the papers once more.